So as I told you yesterday, we had two things. One is Salesforce Classic, one is Salesforce Lightning, and Salesforce admin, Salesforce development. So we have few words here where we should take care. Like that is very important. So words is like we'll start from, let's say if I'll say, if someone will say you, so please, this is your admin work. So you don't need to be worried. It's admin work. Okay. One person is saying, yeah, this is your configuration work. So you have to do only configuration, and another person is saying, no, nothing like this. It's only out of box feature. All are same. All are admin words. These are different, like in different word, different way I can say it's out of box feature. In different way I can say it's a configuration feature. In other way I can say it's admin work. Like three of them is a admin work only. If I'll go to development one, so I can say, oh, it's a development work. And even I can say it's a customization. It's a customization work. Okay, so something like this, like we have to, like it's a different way to call the like configuration and customization. Okay, so in case of our Salesforce, so that is like it's admin and development both. So we have what we have and what we need to do here. So first we need to learn admin side. We have two admin. One is Classic, second is Lightning. You will learn one of them, so automatically you can learn. Like if you learn Lightning, Classic is easy, you can learn Classic. If you learn Classic, Lightning easy, Lightning you can learn. So in case of development, so what we have here, we have Apex class, means in the coding, it's, we can say it's a classic coding, and second we can say it's a Lightning coding. Okay, it's a Lightning coding. So it's a Lightning coding. So it, and third one is in development, we can say it's integration. So all these things which we have in admin and development. Okay, and if we go to cloud, so what we are going to do here, so it's a Sales Cloud, Service Cloud. Service sales means if we are selling some product, let's say I have some Vivo mobile phone that I'm going to like sell to market. So it means I'm going to like I want to do my business to sell a product of Vivo mobile phone. Okay, I'm selling first. So let's say there is, I'm giving some warranty of 1 year, and after that I can say you can go to service center and you will get a like good service from our side. So that service I will provide, might be that is accidental warranty, might be that is some like feature or some damage, anything, any warranty can be there. It's a service. First I'm selling, then I'm providing a service. So it's a Service Cloud. It's a with real time. That is not for like example I'm telling you, it's a real time only. And that is Community Cloud. Community, you know, like if person is more than like one person, more than one person is in sitting in at one place, we can say it's a kind of community. Like that's what I'm saying, it's a community means like there are lots of persons who can collaborate at a place and they can work together. Okay, that is a community cloud. So that is, these are three clouds like where we are going to work. Apart from this, in Salesforce we have multiple clouds, like multiple, these are basic cloud and this is main cloud where we need to work. We should know, we should have a knowledge of all these clouds. Okay, so today we are going to start from Sales Cloud. Okay, first we'll learn from Sales Cloud, then we'll learn Sales Service Cloud, then we'll learn Community Cloud, then we'll go to development part. Okay, so Sales Cloud we have to work here. So in the Sales Cloud, I think yesterday we created one org here. So yeah, so let me do one thing. Okay, So let me move to Lightning Experience first. So there's a button in the Lightning Experience. So all these are tabs, like whatever UI you are able to, it's a UI. We can say whatever you are able to see the interface, that is UI, user interface, where end user can see the interface. Okay. One second. Okay, so in this user interface we have different tabs. So in this one, so let me show you one thing here. Let's say this is my, one second, let's say this is my college. Okay, this is my college. In this college, so this is a boundary of the college, this is a boundary of the college. Inside this college I have different departments. It's a one department, second department, it's a third department. Let's say we can say it's a mechanical department, and this a some admin departments, a library, and it's a like financial department. This are my corridor, and there are like canteen. There are lots of things in the college, right? So different things. There are some faculty and some office, something like this. So we have different room and different departments. So let's say I don't have different. Why we are creating a different? Why we are creating different rooms in a in a college? Why we are saying like it should be different? Why we are not saying it should be one? If we'll say, if we'll include this one, let's say this is my department, and similarly, so whatever, let's say one person is coming from the electrical branch, that is also sitting in this one. Okay, one person is from mechanical department, that is also sitting here. The one person is from like some admin, some faculty member, some library, someone is coming to, some random person is coming to library, any other like servant is coming, and any like lots of person is coming in this room. Like there is only one room. If we'll say we have only one room, like if you are studying in a college, we have only one room only. Okay, but what is the issue here? Like previously we had different departments, but what we are saying now, we have different, we have only one room where we are mixing the data. We are mixing. It's very difficult to identify which one is from electrical, which is from if teacher will like teach in a class, they can teach like let's say if it's an electrical teacher, so electrical teacher can teach the electrical students only. If it's a mechanical teacher, it will teach only mechanical students only. But this is a problematic for us because every person data is mixing here, every person is mixing here, like there are lots of candidates here, right? So it's like little confusing, right? To overcome this issue, so what we will do here, we'll create a different departments here, different rooms, different departments, because teacher will come to a separate room. If it is electrical department, the electrical teacher will come here and they will teach to all the students, because there is none of mechanical student. Similarly, we have none of any electrical student if it's a mechanical department. So similarly, we can segregate the thing in different way. Okay, so else I can and I can say one thing here. I can say one thing here. There is, we have one box here. Okay, inside this box we are and like we are dropping some water here, and parallelly we are just some water, some milk, some oil. We have three mixer here. We are we are mixing all these three material in this one. After that, one person is saying, so like how many liter of water you kept in this bucket. So you will say it's a 5 liter, 5 liter water, 5 liter oil, 5 liter milk. It's a 15 liter total. So person is saying, can you please separate out the milk from that? So it is very difficult for you, right? Because it's mixed already. It's already mixed. So what is the solution for this? While mixing, so what could we do? So we have to create three different boxes. On the different boxes, we can store the different data, different like it's a, if this is related to milk, they will store a milk. It's related to it's related to milk, related to your oil, related to your water. Okay, so now if someone is saying, yeah, can you please bring 5 data for me out of them, so you can say, yeah, this is water, it's a separate, because the isolated, right, is the isolated with the layer, right? So why I'm telling you all these things, because so as a real time, so we are using here objects. We have objects in Salesforce where we store the data. It's a database means where we are storing the data, that is database. Where we are storing the data, that is database. So we are storing the data in different objects. It's a one object, second object, third object, fourth object. Let's say you are going to Flipkart. Now let's compare with, let's convert all this water, milk, and all this is a real time, is a in the like Flipkart. You are going to Flipkart. In the Flipkart, you are first, what will you enter? You will just register your account detail, right? So first, let's say this is your Flipkart. This is your Flipkart, and this is your Salesforce objects. Salesforce. This is your Salesforce. Okay, so what will happen? So once you will go to Flipkart, you are just and filling one form, and on that form, like you are just registering your account, like let's say your name, last name, and you are doing the payment with payment gateway and all. So whatever data you are filling in the Flipkart, so you are saying like it should be, object name should be registration. The object name is registration. Whatever registration data will come, so that will store in this one only. Let's say you are you are interested, like you are doing add to cart. You are doing add to cart. You are saying like add to cart storage should be stored in the add to cart object. So you are creating some add to cart object in the Salesforce. Third thing, you are going to Flipkart, and you are let's say you are you are going to do the payment. So you have done the payment, let's say. So payment, like before the payment, you are storing your personal detail and delivery address, something like this, where you want to ship and where you want to deliver the product. So that data you will store in this delivery object. So the fourth one is a payment object. It's a final satisfaction and all, like their rating, and there are lots of things like. So all this data we can separate and we can store in different objects. If we'll store all this data in the one object only, that time that would be very difficult for us to identify the data, like which data is related to like which person. If that is, this is related to sales, this is related to sales, because we are selling the product from the Flipkart. Let's say person purchased a product from the Flipkart. After 1 year, after 6 months, that product is faulty. Let's say it some fault like comes in the product, and that they will ask for the service from the chat of the like they can chat with Flipkart agent, they can chat with, they can call to a toll-free number, and there are lots of things. So similarly, that will comes under the Service Cloud. In the Service Cloud as well, so we have different objects. So if we'll compare the things as compared to Sales Cloud, so we have less object in Service Cloud, because in Sales Cloud we have lots of objects. Because in Sales Cloud we have to take care of lots of things, because our main concentration is to selling the product, like giving a service of the product as well, because there are very less chances. Let's say if I have 100 customer, out of 100 customer, so around 20 to 30 customer will face a problem. As a real time, you also can think like this. If you if you ever purchased any mobile and all from the market, so definitely you will get it's very less chances to get a problem in the mobile phone, right? So that's why we have very less objects in the service, and we have lots of objects in the Sales Cloud. It's a object mean nothing. It's a database table where we are storing the data. Different data we are storing in different objects. That's why we are creating different objects. So Deepak and Lakshmi, Padma, so you got it or not?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So I got it.
Okay, this is our Salesforce. This is the main concept of Salesforce objects, and this is the main concept of your Salesforce like database modeling. Okay, we can set some model. So in this scenario, so now what we will do here, so so before that, what we have to do here, so we'll say this is my college application. This is my, I said this is my college. Inside college, so we have different departments. It's a library, admin, like it's a finance, and some canteen, something like this, and some like educational educational department, we can say education means all the branch will be mixed on that one. Okay, so so this is my application. So first what we have to do here, we have to create one application. So first, this is my application. Let me create one application. So application name, we can say it's a college application. Application name, we can say college. Okay, so to go to application, so you are able to see this setting option. It's a setup. So we'll click on this setup button. Okay, we are going to create some applications here. So where we are going to do that. So what I will do here, I'll go to app manager in the Lightning. So it little slow as compared to Classic, but yes, Salesforce is working on this. So I'm going to create a new Lightning application. In this Lightning application, I can say my college. Okay, something like this, college only. So we directly can save the. So we can say it's a university, something like this. And if you want to add some like utilities, I will tell you later. So these are the tabs. Which department you want to add here? Like which department? Let's say these are the different department, as I told you on the picture on the paint. So we have different department. Let's say we have account department. So this is my standard object. As I told you, we have two things. One is standard, one is custom. So and this is my multi-select pick list, because I can select multiple value at a time. Since I can select multiple value and I can add like this. Okay. So something, even I can, if I want to remove multiple value, we can say it's a multi-select pick list. It's a kind of pick list drop down. So let's say this is my drop down. So similarly, this is a drop down is a multi-select pick list. Okay, so in this pick list, so I'm adding, as of now, I'm adding account, and I can say it's a 1 second, contact. Okay, in this one, so how many profiles we have? So let me just give the system admin first. We'll tell you all these things, but yeah, that is a little mixed as of now. You can skip the things, and I will tell you these things, but more after tomorrow. So now we created the application. Okay, which application we created? It's a university, right? So in university, we added the two items only. One is account, one is contact. We can say it's a department. So generally that is not department, that is not anything, that is a objects. Okay, so so university, right? So this is my app launcher actually. So you are able to see this like dotted button, dotted rectangle. So this is my this is my app launcher. Generally we say this is my app launcher. If you want to see all the application, you can see view all. You will get one pop-up. On that pop-up you can find out all the applications here, like all the tabs here, like objects and tabs here. So let's say I want to find out some account object, and I want to find any contact object or something else, like you are aware from custom object and standard object, you can find out. But as of now, our main intention is go to university only. I'm going to university. So we added account and contact that we are able to see here. Okay, so this is my custom application which I created now. Where I will work now, I will work under the university only. I will always work under the university only. Okay, so if I want to create some custom object, so custom application I created, some custom object if I want to create here. So like we created some one instead of college, I can say it's a university application we created here. Okay, in the university, so what we should have? So as a real time, you can think what we have in a university. So we have we can say admin. Okay, first we have admin department. Admin we can have, it's a one department. Not like this. I'll tell you like this. this department, this different department, like we are storing the different data and different objects. So let's say in this one we are storing admin data only. Here we are storing our let's say
Accounts.
sorry,
Accounts.
yeah, we can say accounts, and here's we can say we have in college uh, uh canteen means it's a department only, that is also a department. Okay, something like this. So you can create from your side. So let me show you 1 2 examples. So similarly, always when you are going to create new things, then always you will go to setup only. So I'm going to setup only. So that setup, go to quick find box. So whenever you are going to create new things now, whenever you are going to achieve something here, so always you will go to this setting button, you will go to setup only. So you will be able to see quick find. As you know, like we created app from app manager. If I want to create object, then I will go to object manager. Object manager. So this is my account manager. So now I can say in the object manager, so you are so we are able to see 2 button here, like create custom object, create custom objects from spreadsheet. So let's create from custom object first, then we'll create for spreadsheet. And a remaining object you are able to see. 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So you know, like we are able to see we have multiple objects here in the object manager. It's a total 51 plus items we have. So all these items, like we are able to see like account activity, and also all are my standard objects. So if I have any custom object, which is it will say custom, which is created by us, and standard means it's given by Salesforce only. We cannot even delete these things. Let's say if I'll go to admin, so this is my custom and this is my account, is a standard one. So let's see the difference now. So we are able to see edit and delete, right? But in the standard object in the account, we are not able to see any edit and delete. So here in the detail section, we are able to see edit and delete. We can edit and we can delete. But in this one, we don't have any option. So we can say we cannot even edit the objects. We cannot delete the object in standard object, but custom object we can. Okay. So if I'll create new object, new custom object, let's say it's a admin only. We can say it's a admin department, something like this. And so it's a plural accounts, then I can say departments, something like this. So similarly, if you want to create some tabs here, tab means like in the object, if you want to display the object, object will be created in the background. So if you want to display that object as a tab, means let's say object should be like this, let's say account and contact. So generally this is my, we can say it's an account object, and even I can say the tab of account object. Account object is in the background. In the UI level, if I want to call that object, if I cannot call object anyway in the Salesforce apart from like tabs. If I want to call this object in object from the tab side, so first I will create a tabs, and then I will call that object to on the tab. So this is my, if I'm clicking on contact, so it means I'm clicking on contact tab, not contact object. Once I will click on contact tab, then I will go inside the contact object. First we'll get the tab. This is for displaying purpose only. This is for UI purpose only, tabs. Okay. So now we are going, you don't need to do anything here. Like, don't worry, like all these settings and all, you don't need to do anything. Just you need to enter the label, and plural name is departments, and it will automatically come. Like this is your API name generally. So let's say if I'm entering here, I'm clicking anywhere, so it will automatically be filled. So no need to do anything here. Just click on in the bottom. So you have one option here, launch new custom tab wizard after saving the custom object. After saving the custom object, So you have to create a tab that will be in the next page, and tab style and all. And okay, so this I created now. So now if I want to, if I'll go to like this department, admin department is created now. So if I'll go to this admin department, let me go to university first. So we have this admin department as well. We created this tab and this object. So now let's create tab and object in different way. So let's create object first, and then we'll create tab. So let me just go to so let's create another object. So it's the accounts. Account is already standard object we have. So we don't need to create accounts. So we can it's a canteen, something like this. So we'll not create a tab this time. And let's separately we create a tab. Let's say you don't have a tab, but you have an object. On that scenario, how will you create a tab? Okay, so it's a canteen. It's a plural, as he said like before. So it's a plural not given. And now we don't need to click on this tab because we are going to create an object. We are not going to create a tabs. So this object is created now. So if I'll go to university application, let me refresh this one. So let's see. So it is coming here or not? It is not coming, right? Because object is created, tab is not created. Object is created, but we want to call that object as well. Okay, so let me go to tabs now. It's a object manager, application manager. Always we go from setup. So let me go to quick find box and we'll go tab. It's a tabs, right? So we are going there. Let me create new tab. It's a so whatever available object will be there, it will display. It's a canteen which we created now. If you don't have any things, so then on that scenario you can create your new object as well from this link. Let me populate the value. Any value you can, like any style you can populate, so don't worry that which one I selected. So all these things I will tell you later because this is related to profiles and all. So that is the part of security. Yeah. So yeah, so this I created now. So let me just refresh this thing. We are not able to see anything here. Let me refresh this thing. So we might get one more canteen here. So yeah, canteen is also visible here. So like as a real time, if you'll go there, so you will also might think like we are creating the data. Now we are creating object and we are saying we are storing the data of the customers in different objects, like the customer data or like some related of business data. So let's say in admin, definitely there might be some person, say there might be some candidate, even admin or in account department or in canteen. So so in admin, so we'll say, let's say related to finance, we can consider as admin. So we can say student name, like it's related to which student we are talking about. Student name, student let me just try it here. Student name, it's a name and it's a email ID, email, phone, total fee, means as semester wise and all. So we can say it's a, a branch, student branch, and we can say student joining date, like joining year. We can say completion year, I mean something like this. Okay, so we have lots of things here. So in this scenario, so we have different fields. So like we are going to, like as a, if you might think you might like you all are from college, like you might like not might so like you are aware from college and all. So so from the college, like if you are filling some form, there might be some lots of fields, lots of input field. Let's say if we have one input, we have one form here which we are going to fill. So this is this form. Inside this form, so we have multiple fields here: student name, student email ID, phone number. After this, all these things after filling, so we have save button, right? Save button we have. After saving the button, after filling this form, so data will, let's say data is coming to your one of the object. Okay, different data is coming to different object. All these fields we have to create. So object we created, application we created, inside application we created one object. Inside object we have to create different fields where we'll store the data of the customers. So if I'll click on the new button, let's say this is my related to admin department. In the admin, so we created like all the student name and all. So let me just go to new button. So it is showing only admin department name only, so we don't have any other field here. So let me just create any other field as well. So you are able to this gear icon. So we'll go to edit object here, because inside the object we have fields. We'll go to edit object here. I'll go to a field and relationship. After that, we are able to see all these fields. All these fields are the standard fields only. As of now, we haven't created anything. We created only custom object only. Inside the custom object, we by default we get standard fields, some standard fields. It's a lookup, and it's a text and all. So now let me create a few fields here. Let me click on new button. Now it is asking us which field I need to create, which kind of fields I'm going to create. I'll say it's a name. Name should be in text format, right? Email should be in email format. Phone should be in form format. Branch should be more than one. It will be more than one. It will be in pick drop down your pick list, and year it should be in date format, and total fees it should be in currency format. Like all are different format. So first I will create a name. Name means it should be text. That means select the text. If I'm saying I'm doing the text message, so in the text message, so it should be in text format. So similarly, I can say a student name. And how many character we can store in this one? So we can say it should be maximum 20, like 255.
का मतलब क्या है?
Sorry?
Length. What is meaning of length?
Length means let's say if I'm storing here, so I'm storing only, let's say this one is the length. If I'm storing Amarjeet, it should be comes under the right. So I'm writing Amarjeet saying, so it will be like, in case if you are giving the space, it will comes under the length as well. Whatever character you are writing here, whatever alphabet you are writing here, so that will come under the length. Like you can store maximum to 255. Okay, so that's the thing. So now what we created here, we created a student name. So where it will be reflected here, so it's a department name. Let me refresh this one. So we are able to see student name here as well. So 1 second. So we created an admin department. So this one is also admin department. Admin department, 1 second. It's a student name. It's created. Okay, fine. So okay. So parallelly, what we have to do here? So you have to create your email ID as well. Email ID, where is email? So this is my email. Email. I'm saving and I'm clicking save and new. Like I'm creating a new field as well. So it's a phone. If I'm going to phone, then it should be phone only, right? And it should be some total fees. It should be in currency. Fees should be related to currency only, right? It should be in currency. It's a currency.
Regarding currency, does it takes automatically according to the country, or
No,
anything we need to put?
no. Yeah, that is very good question here. So related to country. So if you want to add related to country, that setting you have to do in this Salesforce. It is related to US, related to India, related to what? So that currency automatically by default it will convert as a dollar in the US.
Okay,
right?
fine. I mean, when we are setting up the account, there is an option where we do leave, like United States or which country.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And we can say the storage in the branch, we can say electrical, ELE, ME, CSC, ECE, electronic communication, and let's say it's a IT, and the chemical, electronics and instrumentation, something like this. Like we have lots of things here. Okay.
Basically, this is just storing the information, data. That's it, right?
Exactly. For storing the information, we are creating a field. So this is our one time activity only. Whatever we are doing here, this is we are set up. We can say we need to set up the things. So we are doing the set up the things first. So lifetime it will work for the company.
Okay.
We are just creating the data like outlines. We are just creating the like. So modeling, we are preparing the model. So we created the pick list here, drop down. So in this drop down, we can have multiple values which we created now. So it's a joining years. Joining years, like it should be comes under the date only. Joining date, we can say date and time if you want to say, or if you want to say date only.
So here we can't do anything custom, right? Everything is provided there. We have to just select and fill the data according. Fill
custom,
the details.
No. Custom, we are creating custom only. But yes, if you are saying like if you want to do some extra things like which is not available here, right? Everything is available here. Don't worry, everything is available here. Like whatever things, let's say you are saying like some related to some information, whatever
like which we did for which we did for apps. Input and output, like you did some accounts and you selected some tabs and you passed down to the other thing, like in the beginning. Like that, accounts and other things you selected and you passed down to the.
No, that is your standard objects which you will add while creating the application. That is not necessary to add. But yeah, I was just making you understand. So I just like displayed all these things. So can you please join the session again, because it's about to end. It's 1 minute is